Yeah, so during the time when I was looking for a preschool for Gregory, who's my eldest, we ran into one of the old friends of my husband, and we shared with her the challenges that we were facing during just a short time that Gregory was with the preschool that he was with. So she highly recommended Creative O, and she said that we should definitely make an arrangement, make an appointment to come and see the school. So that's what we did. We figured that we had already seen quite a few schools, so no harm in checking out another school, and that's what we did. So when we came for the tour of Creative O, I particularly liked what I saw, what I heard, and what I felt. So what I saw was a school that is very spacious, that has a lot of space for children to do different activities. I liked what I saw in terms of teachers who seemed to be caring enough or care about engaging the children. And that was just a short time during the tour, mind you. And I guess like seeing the children happy in their environment meant a lot to me, because where my son was, he was very quiet and very different when he was in school. So I felt, that, this might be the school. I mean, nobody really knows, but that's what I felt. And that's why we decided that after looking at so many schools, we enrolled our elders at Creative O. Yeah. And then obviously the brothers followed. Yeah. So in terms of memorable experiences, 3 memories stand out. The first being an exercise, an activity that the school had to engage the K2 students to do up one side of the wall in the children's toilet. And it's a big piece of wall where the children could painted on, they stuck on reflective mirror pieces, and it became an art piece on its own, and a memory that was left behind by those graduating K2 students. And every day, as long as my middle child and my youngest child attend school, they go to that same toilet and they see what their eldest brother contributed to the school, and it's really beautiful because you see something that was left behind as artwork by the graduated students. Yeah. In terms of my middle child, my second child, he learned cycling with Creative O. So before Creative O started on this program to teach the children how to cycle in preparation for the year-end graduation camp in K2, they had planned a series of cycling training, and my son entered it with zero knowledge. So he couldn't cycle at all, but in just that short span of time that he learned with the school, he could pick it up very fast, and he thoroughly enjoyed the outing, which eventually was featured in the Chinese newspapers, where the children went to the Marina Bay Sands area and had a night cycle as part of their graduating camp. So that was really something that I think my son will remember for a very long time, and I won't forget, because the sense of pride you see on the children's face is really quite priceless. In terms of the third memory that stands out is the school sports day. So it's an annual event, and it's amazing when you see the turnout. So there is, on the ground level of the creative building where Creative O is at, there is a big open space where during the sports day, everyone turns up. So the families of past and present students turn up for this event, and the energy is just amazing because you can tell that people want to be there. They're cheering on for the children and for the school, and the sports day activities are just really enjoyable for the children as well as for the parents, and a lot of effort from the teachers go into it to make it an amazing experience for both children attending the school as well as their families. So those are the three main memories that stand out amongst others. I would highly recommend Creative O to other parents based on my experience. So I've had 3 boys who've gone through Creative O, no, well, 2 that have graduated from Creative O and 1 currently in the school. So my experience is that Creative O is a place that encourages children to be themselves, to ask questions in order to learn. The teachers care about the students, and that makes a whole lot of difference based on our experience. My family had put the eldest in another school before coming to Creative O. We took a gap year for my middle child, who had to attend another school because of logistic issues. But a year later, we chose to come back to Creative O simply because we felt that the children were flourishing in the environment here as opposed to in the other schools. The activities that the children have here teach them that learning goes beyond just academics. But at the same time, it's important to still learn to read and to write. So it's a balanced approach. But the other side of learning which Creative O provides is not necessarily available in other schools. And the activities that are outside of school, for example, the school sports day, in terms of the graduation ceremony, graduation performance, and other things that they arrange for the children, shows that they care about the development of the children. And generally, I like the homely feeling of Creative O. It doesn't feel like another franchise, and yeah, so I just really like the place here, and I would highly recommend that parents come and see Creative O and experience it for yourself.